Hello, you all. We're out in this rain, but I just want to give you all a little background of what we're doing today. All right, so thank you, babe. So here's what's going on. Got an apartment. They got a call from the water company saying that they're using excess water. They troubleshoot it. The tenants did. They didn't see any water on the outside, which is kind of hard to tell with all the rain that we've had. It's kind of hard to tell if you got a leak or not, but they say they didn't see any. They called the property manager. The property manager calls me. He don't know what to tell me. I mean, in all honesty, he said he really don't know what he's looking at. So, going to get Van. I think the tower needs to be replaced. That's probably something I could do myself, but I'm gonna help a friend, so I'm gonna give him some work. If he wasn't available, then I had another person I was going to call. So let's talk about. You want to talk about that real quick? Like, if you have options, let's say you have people that you can that can help you out. Who would be the how would you go about choosing who you're going to call first? That's a good question, ain't it? I mean, okay, let's just say, for instance, you have three people. All three of them are in business for themselves, doing whatever, and you need their help. So, how I factor it in. Number one is skill. All right. I mean, if they can't do the job, you shouldn't be calling them, right? So you got to know your skill level for what job you're going to call them for. Number two is a big one for me. I don't know about everybody else, but number two is a big one, and that's dependability. If I call, will you answer? I didn't say, will you accept? I said, will you answer? Okay, that's a big one for me. You know, if I call you, if you want me to come to you with my jobs and I call and you don't answer the phone, you only get so many times to do that before you move down the list. All right. So that's number two. First one's skill. Second one is dependability. Number three. What do you think number three is? Trust. Yeah, actually, trust should be number one. That's a good one. So trust is right there with, I would say right there with skill. You got to trust they can do the job. Hold on a minute. That's my property manager.
Okay, that will work. I will need it.
Okay, so he's going to have somebody have the key ready for us so we can go while they're at work and take care of the house. Hoping that they got their dog put up. I think they do.
They have a dog? Oh, Bobby.
He's not nice. Yeah, the son barked at us the whole time we was there the last time. I mean, he wanted to tear that cage apart and get to us. But anyway, so trust, that's all rolls up into one, into skill, dependability, Also, availability. Are you available? Or every time I call you, you got something else you got to do? Right? So, why call when you know that that person is more than likely going to be busy? They're going to be covered up in whatever projects they got going on, which is fine. But you can't expect me to make you my priority when I'm not your priority, right? So you got skill, dependability, availability. That's how I rank how I'm going to call who. So, I mean, it's nothing personal. Everybody has a life. Everybody has things they got to do. Things come up. I get it. I'm the same way. I will try to be there for you if I can. If I can't, then I'm not going to get mad if you call somebody else. So, I mean, we've worked with several different guys so far, and all of them have been good guys. One guy said he didn't want to do it anymore. No hard feelings, cool. Another guy said he was too busy. That's fine. But now you all have moved down the list. So this guy that I'm getting now, he's available when I need him. He answers his phone, and he has the skill set. Thank you for the like. Oh man. So that's where we're headed now. We're headed to an apartment. Water issues. We're going to go ahead and see if we can't diagnose the problem. Like I said, they kind of narrowed it down for us, but we're going to kind of retrace our steps. Double check, make sure it's not, a main water line leak or water main leak or whatever. If it is the toilet, then that's an easy fix. That's what I'm praying it is. Because we fixed everything pretty much. We fixed everything on that daggone toilet except for the tower inside the clean tank. I mean, that's pretty much, we've overhauled that toilet. So we've put a new wax ring on it, put a new flap in there, and now it just seems like the tires wore out. Almost would have been better off buying a new toilet, but it's all good. This should take care of it. Oh yeah, we put a new clean water line on there and everything. I mean, like I said, we've rebuilt the toilet pretty much. And this is one of the reasons why I'm moving away from the strategy of buying a bunch of rentals. Because I just don't, right now I don't have the time to manage. And I have a manager, but he can't even troubleshoot. So it's kind of, it's like I'm doing it myself anyway. Other than taking the calls, he takes the calls, which is good, but I still get the calls. You know what I mean? So, and on top of that, it's not really so much his fault because, I mean, he has a crew that he can call that will take care of it. But I don't know who his network is. And the last time that we had somebody go out and troubleshoot, it cost me $200 just for him to go out there and look at it. Not do nothing, but just look at it. And I'm like, I ain't doing that. I can look at it for free. And on top of that, I have a guy who can tell me what's going on. He's not going to charge me $200. Side, so when you get in, just scoot over here behind me. I used to like those Camrys. Camry. That's the Toyota Camry.
It's like camera. What are you talking about?
All right, gang. So, let's see here. What else is going on? Oh, we had our 3-year anniversary of Wayland Enterprises. If you haven't seen the video, May 2nd marked our 3rd-year anniversary. Again, I mean, we've made some great strides to our standards. We've grown in the last 3 years. We went from one single property to owning multiple properties now. So I mean, we're blessed, man. We're blessed. At the end of the day, I'm just my strategy. Hello, sorry, and thank you. Yes, if I could hold on a minute, because it's hard for me to see your name while I'm driving. Weird guy. Okay. Weird guy 123. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for commenting. Also, this is going to give us an opportunity to talk with Van on some things. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. You guys are great, man. Y'all are awesome. All right, so I'm gonna switch it back to me for a moment. I want to preserve the privacy of my guy and, you know, make sure nobody gets to see anything that ain't been approved to see. But appreciate you subscribing. Thank you for the like. Thank you for joining us. My maintenance man's going to come in. We're going to talk about fixing and flipping. That is our next strategy. Trying to move away a little bit. Well, thank you. I'm country. We're trying to move away from well, we're not going to completely move away, but we're not going to make rentals our main focus. That's something.
Yeah.
See him in the minivan right behind him?
Really?
That was
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So right now we've moved fix and flips to the forefront, which I'm glad I don't have an aggressive strategy with that, because right now the market is kind of cooled off some. So my goal this year is to get one done and sold before the end of the year. That's my goal. Next year's goal will be 2. And I think 2 will be the max for at least 2 or 3 years until we can establish a decent enough, established trust. That's what I should say. I have trust in Van, but we need a good crew on top of that. I mean, it's going to be hard for him to do all of it on his own. So we'll definitely need a good crew. But I think if we can get 2 a year, that would be great. Yeah, most definitely. We can get 2 a year. We'll be doing something. But this year, just want to get the first one out the way. Get our knowledge. Hi. Yeah, I think once you get that first one out the way, get all the jitters out the way, and then also just learn a system, build a system. Once we get our system together, I think everything will fall into place. Okay, thank you for coming on. I'll talk to you later. Oh, you're good. I just appreciate you coming on for a little while. Thank you. All right, so we're... Bye. Ugh. Hello. Yeah, please. You can stay up here. Stay up here. You can give him that. I think people will be able to see him anyway. It's better. I do remember you. I do remember you. Thank you for coming on. I'm hoping this thing will be too boring, but we'll be talking a lot of business today. Not unless you got a topic you want to talk about. I don't talk about everything, but I'll talk about some. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
You know me, doing our live.
Yeah, I had a crazy past few days.
Yeah. So, full disclaimer, we're live right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is my guy.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, man. Everybody cool, though?
Yeah, she's, okay, other than the fact she's got to, check up with her regular back doctor because she went to the, urgent care and then they sent her to the ER.
Right.
And then the ER said that, she needs to to go to her regular back doctor and stuff, so don't really know, you know, if she's like completely okay or if there's, you know, like some underlying issues or something. 'Cause she got hit really hard. I mean,
Really?
you know, I'm trying to think the best way to explain where the spot is. Okay, so you know where Paul Davis and Waffle House and all that is?
Yes.
So up past that, I think it was down the hill. You know that great big hill?
Yeah, like you're going towards Boston.
Yeah. So you're going down the great big hill, then you come up another little hill that's right there, and then you go down that one. It's kind of like a little curve right there.
Uh-huh.
Well, she was turning into a driveway, and somebody hit her. And when they hit her, it put her on the opposite side of the road and in the ditch and dug the car in the ground and everything.
Shit, they hit her hard.
Yeah, it was. You know how people on that road go like 65.
Oh, yeah.
He was late from work and he had a big Dodge Ram truck. And he hit her. So that car, we haven't got the adjustment back from the insurance, but I'm pretty sure it's totaled.
Oh, wow.
So we had to go. I'm glad I told you that day to wait too, because whenever we had to go get that rental,
Yeah.
I didn't get done till like 4.
Oh, wow.
Because we had a reservation here in E-Town with the Enterprise here in E-Town.
Right.
They told us like 15 minutes before they closed, that day that she had it.
Right.
And then so we had to go back out the next morning to go get it. And we went up there to go get it. And they told us, oh, well, reservations don't carry over. You've got to start a new one. And
Are you serious?
yeah, and then we're like 30 down on the list. I'm like, so this is how you treat your partnership with USAA, huh?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because they solely go through Enterprise.
Right.
So you'd think they would cater to their customers just a little bit better.
Well, you would think so. I mean, they're on the payroll.
Yeah, so instead we had to end up going to Chef to get one that day because the guy that works the truck and stuff, you know, he's got to be able to travel out of state.
Right.
A lot of gas money in a truck or the Flex, they both about the same amount as this thing is a gas to go to Louisville back in the day.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and then they got, you know, the girl with the disability, so,
Right.
you know, we've got to have the Flex for her available and open and free at all times. So we
Right.
down to one vehicle for the minute.
Wow, man. Well, when it rains, it pours, don't it?
It sure does. I mean, it doesn't matter where I go, what direction I'm going, there's always something going on. I feel like I got to jump in and do my part, you know?
Well, no, I feel you. I feel you.
I don't like leaving people hanging because people don't leave me hanging, you know?
Right. That's just, it's crazy because I just done my budget for the quarter. And I'm like, okay, you know, everything goes right. This is what we'll be able to do, blah, blah, blah. Be able to concentrate more on this.
Right.
And no sooner, about a day later after I got the budget settled and balanced, we get a call. And I'm just like, damn. And it's that same spot. So it's like I was telling the audience here, man, I mean, we practically rebuilt this toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm
All the way
saying?
from the flaps
Yes.
to the showers to new wax ring.
Yes, everything. So yeah, it's got me
Wow, that work crew's got a nice trailer.
Yeah, they do,
I've
don't
never
they?
seen that one before. I used to actually be one of those.
big.
I sure did. I did it for about 3 years. Had 20 plus inmates.
Really?
I'd go pick them up every day and drop them back off and sit inside the state side for a while waiting on them. And
So how do you qualify to be that? I thought only law enforcement could be that.
nope, there's a class that they hold at Pritchard.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it may have moved by now, but back then it was at Pritchard at least.
Okay.
And you go there, you do a class, they take you through how to handle them all, and you also kind of have to either be like some type.
I don't know if it's, sorry guys, but I keep having trouble. I don't know if it's overheating or what.
Golly, that thing's looking so massive now.
The school?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Lord have mercy, I haven't seen it in a minute. That thing just got huge.
Here's one I'm afraid of is, of course, this is my conspiracy theory. One of the things they're saying is that they are making these schools bigger just in case they have to turn them into internment camps. I mean, you look at some of well, they've done built how many new schools in the last 5 years here in Oregon County?
Honestly, I haven't been keeping up.
Okay, so Howe Valley is now Cecilia Valley.
Yeah.
This is JT Alden. They redid that. Okay. West Hardin. No, not West Hardin. I'm sorry, East Hardin. They redid East Hardin. Is it Lakewood? It's an elementary school. They redid that one.
To answer your final, I got here from high school towns,
Okay.
high schools.
So they rebuilt one middle school, or they built a middle school, and 3 elementary schools, and they're redoing Central Park. And in the last 15 years, John Horton.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been down Central for a while.
Yeah.
30 years almost.
Yeah, absolutely. I have not yet. My wife looked at them yesterday. Okay. In Hodgenville? Upton. Yeah. Okay. I just looked at a house in Upton the other day. I was going to get you to go with me to look the second time, but they're wanting too much.
Yeah.
They're wanting way too much. So it's in Upton. It's on 31W. It's right in town. They're wanting 159 for it. The roof needed to be replaced. So they was going to replace the roof, and they was going to list it for 169. But when their realtor went in there with me, for the first time, she talked them out of it. She's like, "Have y'all been in there?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they went down 10,000, which they still need to go down more. And the comps the numbers are not going to add up.
Right. That's the key thing with that.
Yes.
When I send you things, it's just the cheapest houses I'm finding, you know, and I know you got the problem with your stuff. You can kind of see a little bit of better and see what they're doing.
Right.
But when you start considering looking at it. So I'm looking for them from any other little source of place like that.
Absolutely.
So we got one that is in Franklin Avenue in Egypt.
Uh-huh.
They're 139.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think that's a bad area. If I remember right, that area is
Okay.
the house is kind of smaller. It's 2,000 square feet. Not tiny,
No, it's not. I mean, it's a pretty nice
but
size.
for that price, I may be kind of low.
Right.
And this other one, and we have no picture of it's on Mulberry Street.
Uh-huh.
It's going for 123. No pictures or anything. Three bedroom, 16 square feet. Not bad, I guess. I mean, it's still an easy one.
Right.
It doesn't have a picture. I have no idea what it looks like. It's just
Oh, come on. Right.
the next one is Otter Creek Road,
Okay.
1,000 square feet. Not super big, it's super small. It's not big road.
Okay.
Another one for 95K. East Gate Road, Cecilia. About 1,000 square feet, but then also still good area. What's that one in Grayson? Where,
Right.
it's got 2,000 square feet. And there's another one in front of Pine Grove for 50K. It's got 1,000 square feet.
Okay.
It's residential in Pine Grove.
That's awesome.
And that's all in our phones.
Those seem like values. So when you talk, when you heard him talking about the prices, I think he was kind of cheap. It's okay. So is every deal a good deal? Yes and no. How do you know? How do you know when you have a good deal on anything? It's so cheap. Yeah. Okay. Well, they all right. Yeah. Yeah. When it suits you, absolutely. Yeah. That is that. So that's everything falls in place, right? Price is right. Quality's good, all that stuff when it suits you. Yeah, absolutely. I see them that good. So, man, he's looked up all these houses. All right, I told him what I was looking for. So $20,000 because it might sit on the market a little bit longer, so you won't have to pay a mortgage, right? All right. So the best thing for you to do is to check the market. You got to make sure and have a good team.
Yeah.
Make sure that the market is suitable for the amount that you're looking to sell the house for. So to buy that house for what they wanted, which was $159, and from my amateur background and looking at homes, I'm looking at probably about $60,000 to rehab that. And you probably add about another $20,000 to what I just see. Okay? Yes. I really don't think it's less, but I do think it might be more because I am not an expert, so I could have missed some things. But they didn't have light fixtures in, they didn't have the switches. One bathroom was completely demolished other than the toilet and the tub were in place. The add-on in the back, it was starting to collapse in certain places because of leaks. So the ceiling's caving in, and then the flooring underneath the ceiling was weak as hell. You could have fell through that. Absolutely. So then you remember that cellar we looked at in Radcliffe? That one and up that had pretty much the same thing, except it had water in it. No door. You just pull a sheet of metal off of it and walk right on in.
When I stepped in that one room, and I really messed up by the time I got out the middle of the room
Yeah.
before I realized what was going on in that room. The whole entire floor was bouncing. I was nervous. I was like, I'm about to go in a little water.
Yes, man. It was bad. It was bad.
I mean, I really thought the entire floor in that bedroom was going to collapse.
Yep.
That's how bad.
So there was a house we went and looked at. They wanted was it 109.
Yeah.
They wanted
It looked
109,000.
great from the outside to take pictures. I mean, it looked like what looks like.
Yes.
That was the sad thing about it.
By the time we got done, we had pretty much come to the conclusion that you were to bulldoze that house over.
You did
Start
better.
from scratch.
Yeah, you did way better just to go buy it. You know, like for 60K,
Yep.
just start out there.
Yes, it was bad. And the people that owned the house was a company from out of state. So you got investors from out of state. They're buying houses. See, they're not even going and looking at these homes. They're just looking to buy. They'll go in and look at it afterward, and hopefully they'll make a profit off of it. It's almost like buying a storage unit.
Literally.
You don't know what's in there. You know, it might be a bust. You might not get anything from what you get on the storage unit. Or there might be some old antique coins in there that could make you a millionaire. You just don't know.
It's a dog-eat-dog world when it comes to the home buying up there.
Absolutely.
We're not the only ones out there trying to do it.
No. And there's a lot more people out there with a lot deeper pockets doing it.
But do they have quite all the resources that we have?
Right.
You know what I mean? I think we're okay. You know, I mean, we don't have the whole initial, you know, we can snap our fingers
Right.
and purchase houses. We don't have that ability yet.
Yeah.
We still have the ability. When we find something we want, we can make it for a lot less than what other people in our field can do.
And there you go.
That's going to be our step up to get us to the
Yes.
place where we can snap our fingers.
There's the key right there is how do you make your home more attractive than the competitors?
You need curb appeal,
Yes.
but more importantly, you need to be able to make sure the house passes realtor inspection.
Come on.
The curb appeal ain't going to necessarily make you any money. It's just going to make the house go faster.
Right.
And it's worth investing into to have just a little bit of curb appeal, even though it doesn't raise the value of it.
Right.
Compared to what you're putting in. I mean, if you put in $1,000, it might make the house worth maybe $1,000 more. You know what I mean? You
Right.
really don't make nothing out of it except the faster sell.
think you get people to look at it. Curb appeal and price.
Yep.
Curb appeal and price. I tell you what, you can make sure that you might not have one flower in your yard, but if that price is right, they will pay it and they'll put their own flowers in the yard.
That's it. Just don't have it a mess to where people are looking at it going, oh my God. It's gonna
Right,
be
absolutely.
I had to hire a whole crew just to come in and do my architecture and on the outside.
Absolutely.
Get a whole planner set up and all that, a whole DIY channel project going on.
He's back.
Yeah.
That's his username. He subscribed. He said, give me a shout out. I gave him or her a shout out. Now I got a loyal subscriber. That's awesome.
I'll tell you something I don't miss doing that really, I don't know if there's a whole lot more to do, but it's taking down old barns like that.
That's something I've never had to do, thank God.
Stepped on quite a few hills.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Seen some great big snakes.
Oh, Lordy.
You just don't find too many barns that are actually usable for the lumber anymore, the quality of wood started changing about the time that, all them older barns that was still usable, they're all down pretty much. You don't find a single one of those even still standing.
No.
Now you've got some of these makeshift ones with junkier quality wood, and it's, it ain't worth the do. You take it down, you use it for firewood.
Right. All right, guys. So we're to preserve my tenants' privacy, we're gonna keep the camera on inside the cabin here. Oh man.
They caught another predator yesterday on Facebook.
Oh no.
This one, he was posting pictures all the way from church time and stuff on one of these websites. He had mass major issues.
Oh
That
goodness.
way, to my knowledge, authorities hasn't really got him or anything yet. It's just he's been blown up on Facebook. He lives somewhere out in Litchfield.
Seriously.
I think his name, I can't remember, but yeah, he's all over Facebook right now for, posting pictures of people at church on provocative websites and stuff. That's sick.
People are, I don't know, man. Well, I do know. Satan's just running rampant.
It always makes me happy when they catch one of these.
Yeah.
That gets them out of the pool, but that doesn't necessarily mean it eliminates all the problems.
No.
You never know.
Yes.
So my friend just texted me, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's well, I'm going to have to call her and double check. And the teacher, so she told the teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, you did turn it in. And I was like, he thinks he's doing something. Like he's trying to argue.
Mm.